Just one more thing, because I wanted to end this on a happy note. Truly, I do. God bless and God rest in peace, Dr. Arthur SNYDER. Dr. Arthur SNYDER, before he became a doctor, he hailed from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and his mother was a school teacher. He will come to our house, 37 Cottage Place, as a student of New York Medical College. He will place our house in the student housing section of New York Medical College. And subsequently, in 96, those students, the young men, how'd you hear about us? Oh, the housing department. God, that's like 30 years ago. Oh no, your name is still there. Arthur SNYDER. Yeah, those are the boys who went up on the roof where the skylight used to be and left the goddamn green bottle. And nobody called the police. Arthur initially will have a Vietnamese roommate. Then he marries Carol. Carol wants the floor redone. These are conditions. She wants it buffed. I will not live here. Her horse stable rent costs more than the apartment. That car that needs a part that's going to take 6 months. Spider? I don't know. After the SNYDERs leave, the Nadzikos come in. She too works for New York Medical College. Then the Indians, the 2 boys from India, so there has to be an education visa saying India, 37 Cottage Place, Tarrytown, New York. And remember, the will still says, I own this house. When I turn 25, that's when I become an adult. So, how do you know who's jealous? And that's not my business. That's how you have to walk through life. You may think because somebody has led you to believe that what you know is nothing, and to somebody else, it's everything. My parents, my grandparents, we don't own slum property. I can say whatever I want. How do you know that somebody thought they could too until they opened up their mouth and found out, hey, you own $1 million with alien property too? I'm not even going to say the doctors I have in this state that are from New York Medical College. One, Valhalla. The other, New York City. The one from New York City had to go there once. I hated it. Never went back. The other guy, I said after a while, because I see the diplomas on the wall. Did you go to the Tarrytown Lakes to see the swans? No. Funny. So back, Arthur wants the cable box. My grandfather refuses cable. Carmen Marinin tried ice castles. You know, the one that wants me to eat the macaroni in the bottle can with the meatballs. And this guy now, that orange stuff is bad for you. Yeah, it was bad in 75. I said my grandmother's not going to let that happen. We are Alpen. You know, when it still had the British Queen's stamp of approval, bigger than Good Housekeeping, that nice brown box. Then it went light blue. So Arthur wants the box on the side of the house. No box, no box, no box. Eventually, my grandfather said, all right, Arthur, you can have cable. Arthur carries his 10-speed bicycle. It was yellow, up and down the stairs. He pedals to New York Medical College. So he goes up Neprin, around the lakes, whatever. So the Indians, they start out as 2. Oh, come on now. That's the truth. I'm a landlord. I can say whatever I want. These rooms are big. The ceilings are 10 feet high. The Ecuadorians are worse. They put new doors, keys, and rent out your rooms. Yeah. Start out as 2. So you've got to put this all in your lease. It's 2 and no more For each additional, it's 100 more. He brings his wife. Say the wife is pregnant. Wife, pregnant, baby, mother to come from India. And then he brings his wife, child, now 3, brother, 4, mother, 5, and he needs a companion, 6. The mother, how does that work? She thinks it was a garbage disposal. I won't know of a garbage disposal till college. And O'Brien, you did that on purpose. Oh my God, they're this close together. Light switch, garbage disposal. This woman, the ceiling collapsed in the kitchen. And she says, I thought it was a garbage disposal. We didn't charge her. We don't do that. Now this, yeah, they were employed by the hospital. Yeah, they still, yeah. Anyway, Arthur wants the cable. Arthur gets the cable. I do my earth science on the seats, the steps. And I'm reading the same paragraph in front of that box, and I'm looking around. What is different here? Ah, this box. Yeah, I don't have cable. And I took that, what is that? For your teeth, Tylenol with codeine. For teeth work that I didn't really need. Remember, they used to have you market yourself. They can't do that now. It's illegal. He told that joke, that dentist across from Hartwick Road. I don't get it. I have so many tickets, Sophia. I hide my car in the Kennedy Center. You live around the Kennedy Center? What's the joke? You walk to College Park? There's no metro yet. What is your joke there? If they did not call from Kinko's, I would be not a... I fell asleep in front of the TV. And yes, at Brittany Place across from NASA, I did have cable. I will do that at Spring-Hill Lake. That was 87 to 89. I will return to New York from 89 to 91. I will come back because Christine Whistler needs an apartment and a roommate. Her father is the headhunter. People look for names, Sophia, and I bring them. Well, if she's with you, then that's what happened. The cable guy says the people in the basement, they need cable, and I need to run it through your room. At Brittany Place, that room is outside on the patio. Terrace. Well, it was in my room. And he put it down. And so what is the customary amount of wire? Oh, it's like a snake. It's 3 feet high. Well, I fell asleep in front of that TV too. And I couldn't move. And I wake up and it's the same, that old lady who I think is the one that had the same publicist as my girlfriend, who needed to find 1,000 people on Twitter or else she couldn't get a publisher. You have to have a social media presence. I never saw her work so hard. She's on Twitter all day long. And then I lost all my people because all of these people came onto my feed and I don't even know where my people are. The things that used to come to me, oh no, they never come to me now. And Cindy Williams. It doesn't matter. Helen Thomas, I think it was Helen Thomas. If she in the end gets in trouble for saying something stupid, it's Helen Thomas. And she's saying the same exact thing, but I still can't get up because I've fallen asleep in front of the cable TV. So the first time I go to UMBC, because Susie Winneck, Montgomery East, I'm 1107. She's across the hall. Bricktown, Toms River, New Jersey, roommate number 1. She's in love with a Greek boy named Dean, and she wants to know everything Greek. Well, I just have a last name. I don't know what you want to know. You probably know more about them than I know about them. It's just not very much. I don't like Greek people. Why should I? You burn your relatives' barns? No, I like this country. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, because people think they get paid to go to school. That's like war psychology. But they don't advertise it because we welcome everybody in this country. I don't see it the way you see it. War psychology with a quack quack here and a quack quack there, here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack quack. Not the doctor. Oh, golly gee, didn't that happen? Yeah. So anyway, Arthur SNYDER, Dean, UMBC, she gets Steve, the resident friend's handout. That's why she was a friend's handout in Baltimore County. Mega rich. Everything is mega rich. Oh, this is an ugly sweater. We have to go get another one. Not thanks for buying it, but... And this stone will be great once we get it reset. It's his dead mother's. They die. Father and mother die in an airplane crash. He will give me a ride because he's going to Connecticut to visit his aunts, and he drops me off at my house. He comes inside. He knows I'm normal. Oriental rug. Curtains. I don't tell him my mother made the curtains. Why should I? 12 feet ceilings. Molding. She's normal. Yeah. Anyway. He drives us to UMBC, and my stomach is sick. My stomach is sick when we leave Baltimore in my uncle's truck and we round the corner and he's got the Greek radio on. Oh my God. Thank God we'll be back there soon and I won't feel this sick. But I felt that sick the first time when I went to East Hanover, New Jersey. You know, that aunt. Actually, your third cousin's once removed. Yeah, but when my father had the Cadillac, the convertible, you wanted a ride. Now I'm once removed. I'm babysitting your daughter. You know, the M&M girl in Hopper's Village. What are we doing here, Amy? Eating. Yeah. East Hanover, yeah. I said to myself, this must be homesick. I'm homesick. But like I said, I've eaten cable. It doesn't bother me anymore. So back to Arthur. Arthur will say that he graduated from the Thessaloniki Farm School and they gave him a straw hat and he gave us the straw hat. Arthur will say this is a coffee table. It has a top and the bottom for the books, and that's a coffee table book. And I said, well, I'm going to make this a coffee table book in honor of Arthur SNYDER. Well, Arthur SNYDER will leave the area. He became a doctor, and he died. So rest in peace, Arthur. Truly rest in peace. Because if you did not come from Philadelphia, because I know it's the cable. I do. And they knew it too, trust me. And they know that the cable processes the flour differently. Believe what you want to believe. Beer, trigger happy. It is Bloomberg School of Public Health, I believe, that gave that a term. It's a disease. It should have a section there about frequency of cable. What else did I want to say here? Oh, yeah, and I also believe, because Mrs. Jacobson controlled the dials to the PA, you know, the announcements as school historian. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Well, not that day. Nobody called the nurse. Nobody called an ambulance. I can't talk. Now, those things, it's not Bueller, 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 Bueller. If you have a secretary like that and she turns up all those dials and who knows what they do, but I believe it. Because she is not a regular Grand Union customer. And I will return from there and be treated worse there. And she's not a Grand Union customer from 84, 5, 6. No, she's not. But there she is in 96. My son is a pharmaceutical salesman, Sophia. Nice. I'm happy for you. Yeah, I fell for a guy who ended up being a pharmaceutical salesman. All I wanted to do when he was in that band was light his cigarette. I would have been that cigarette lighting girl all night long. For however many nights he did whatever he did as he did it. I would have been right there. I would have. Maybe they would have, oh, come on, the tambourine, the triangle. Why not? Because I know I'll be, oh, wake up. So he comes to the counter and Dave says, that's him. I said, who? That's the match guy. That's a suit guy. He's a pharmaceutical salesman now. I asked for license, job description from the Fleming and the Hamill. How can you forget? They are mental health for Maryland. Fleming, Peggy, Dorothy, Hamill. Oh, and poor Dorothy. Somehow she woke up as an adult and realized she had a mental illness. Did you have that mental illness when you disciplinedly woke up to do your job to become an ice skater and win some gold? Rest in peace, Arthur.